Have you ever pondered on the question, who am I truly beyond my name, my roles, my physical attributes? A question that might have lingered in the back of your mind, surfacing in quiet moments of introspection. Today, we'll be embarking on a journey into the realm of existentialist philosophy, a school of thought that dares to tackle these profound inquiries head-on. Existentialism, with its focus on individual existence, freedom and choice, offers a unique lens through which we can explore our understanding of self and personal meaning. It encourages us to peel back the layers of societal expectations and roles to get to the core of our being. Our journey will not be an easy one. It will demand courage and openness, a willingness to confront the void and find meaning within it. But rest assured, the rewards are worth the effort. As we delve into this profound philosophy, we will uncover layers of understanding about our existence. Existentialism, as a philosophical movement, took shape in the 19th and 20th centuries. This philosophy, though it has deep roots that can be traced back to the likes of the ancient Greeks, really began to flourish in the hands of two key thinkers, Søren Kierkegaard and Friedrich Nietzsche. Søren Kierkegaard, a Danish philosopher, is often credited as the father of existentialism. He was a man of faith, wrestling with the complexities of religion, ethics, and individual choice. Kierkegaard proposed that each person must make independent, subjective choices that are deeply personal and have significant existential importance. He advocated for a leap of faith, a subjective commitment to an objective truth, one that is chosen rather than imposed. Then we have Friedrich Nietzsche, a German philosopher, who brought a radical view to the table, challenging the very foundations of Christianity and traditional morality. Nietzsche spoke of the will to power, a concept where he believes that individuals must go beyond good and evil to create their own values. He famously declared, "God is dead," suggesting that the traditional values of Western society had lost their power over individuals. These two thinkers, though differing in their perspectives, laid the groundwork for what we now know as existentialism. They stressed the importance of the individual, the subjective, the personal. Existentialism is a philosophy that holds at its core the belief that our existence is not predetermined. It posits that there are no universal moral truths, no overarching narratives or structures that dictate our lives. Instead, we as individuals are free and responsible for our own actions and decisions. This freedom can be exhilarating, but it can also be a source of anxiety and despair. For if we are the authors of our own lives, we must also bear the weight of our choices. We are, in essence, alone in determining our fate. Existentialism, thus, placed the individual at the center of its philosophical explorations. It's a philosophy that compels us to confront our own freedom, to grapple with the terrifying and liberating idea that we are the masters of our own existence. As we moved into the 20th century, existentialism further matured and diversified. The 20th century was a period of profound philosophical exploration, and existentialism was at the forefront of this intellectual journey. Key figures during this time included Jean-Paul Sartre, Albert Camus, and Martin Heidegger, each of whom brought their own unique perspectives to the existentialist discourse. Jean-Paul Sartre, a French philosopher, was one of the most influential figures in existentialist thought. Sartre proposed that life is not predetermined, that we are all condemned to be free. His ideas challenged us to confront the void, to create our own meaning in a universe that to him was fundamentally meaningless. Sartre's contemporary, Albert Camus, took existentialism in a slightly different direction. Camus introduced the concept of absurdism, the idea that the search for meaning is itself a paradoxical and futile endeavor. For Camus, the world was inherently absurd, and the only way to deal with this absurdity was to embrace it, to live fully and passionately in spite of it. Across the border in Germany, Martin Heidegger was exploring existentialism from another angle. Heidegger focused on the concept of being and the idea of authenticity. He argued that we are thrown into existence, and it is only by acknowledging this and living authentically by being true to our own individual experiences, that we can find any sense of meaning. Each of these philosophers, in their own way, expanded the scope of existentialist thought. They delved into the notions of dread, of absurdity, of authenticity. They asked difficult questions about the nature of existence, about the meaning of life, about the essence of self. These 20th century thinkers didn't provide clear-cut answers, nor did they intend to. Existentialism isn't about finding concrete answers. It's about asking the right questions, about challenging assumptions, about exploring the depths of our own individual experiences. These philosophers, with their unique perspectives, added depth and diversity to the existentialist dialogue. But how does existentialism aid in self-discovery, you ask? Well, the heart of existentialism lies in the belief that existence precedes essence. In simpler terms, it means that we are born without a predetermined purpose or meaning, and it's up to us to find our own path, our own truth. This idea encourages introspection, a critical examination of one's own thoughts and feelings, which is a cornerstone of self-discovery. In existentialism, introspection is more than just a reflective process. It's a journey into the depths of one's psyche, a quest to understand the core of who we are. By looking inward, we confront our fears, our desires, our strengths, and our weaknesses. We strip away the layers of societal expectations and self-deception, revealing our authentic selves. Existentialism also champions the concept of individual freedom. It asserts that we are free beings, capable of making our own choices and forging our own destiny. This freedom can be both liberating and daunting. Liberating because it allows us to shape our lives according to our desires. Daunting because it comes with the weight of responsibility. We are accountable for our actions, for the life we choose to live. This brings us to the third pillar of existentialism, personal responsibility. Existentialism teaches us that we are the architects of our own lives. Our choices, our actions, our mistakes, and our successes are ours alone. This intense sense of responsibility can lead to a deeper understanding of oneself. It can make us realize our potential, our limitations, and our capacity to change and grow. Existentialism, therefore, encourages us to take charge of our lives, to make conscious choices, and to live authentically. It urges us to embrace our freedom, to take responsibility for our actions, and to embark on the journey of self-discovery. Thus, existentialism can be a powerful tool for self-discovery and personal growth. In our brief exploration of existentialism, we have traversed through centuries and philosophical minds. We delved into the intricate labyrinth of thought and emerged with a richer understanding of our own existence and the concept of self. Let's take a moment to recapitulate this exploration. We started by journeying back to the birth of existentialism, where philosophers sought to understand the human condition beyond the restrictions of societal norms and religious dogmas. They dared to question, to probe deeper into the heart of existence, and in doing so, they laid the foundation of this profound philosophy. We then ventured into the 20th century, a time when existentialism flourished amidst the turmoil of world wars and societal upheavals. Here, philosophers like Jean-Paul Sartre and Albert Camus breathed new life into existentialist thought, championing the idea of personal freedom and responsibility in an absurd and indifferent universe. They urged us to confront the void, to acknowledge our aloneness and the inherent meaninglessness of life. Yet, paradoxically, it was in this acknowledgement that they found the greatest freedom. For in recognizing our existential dread, we also recognize our power to shape our destiny. We are not mere cogs in the machine, not just figures in the grand tapestry of existence. We are the weavers of our own narratives, the authors of our own stories. This brings us to the crux of our exploration, the intersection of existentialism and self-discovery. Existentialism doesn't offer us a map to navigate the terrain of the self. Instead, it hands us a compass, urging us to chart our own path, to seek our own truth. It encourages us to embrace our individuality, to celebrate our uniqueness, and to forge our own meaning in the face of existential absurdity. In understanding existentialism, we are invited to confront the most fundamental questions of existence. Who are we? Why are we here? What is the purpose of our lives? These are not questions with easy answers, nor are they meant to be. They are invitations to journey deeper into the self, to grapple with our fears and hopes, our desires and disappointments in the end. Existentialism is not just a philosophy, it is a call to authenticity. It challenges us to peel away the layers of societal expectation and self-deception, to stare into the mirror of existence and see ourselves as we truly are. And in doing so, it empowers us to take ownership of our lives, to live authentically, to live meaningfully. As we conclude our journey, remember, existentialism invites us to seek our own answers, to understand our existence, and above all, to be authentic in our pursuit of self-discovery.